I am at the St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church here at 120 Old Hope Road, Kingston. And I am here to visit the resting place of Byron Lee. Yes. It's very cool up here, and I assume it's because the rain is about to fall. The sky is getting cloudy. For those in the earlier days of the ska, you'll know Byron Lee. There's that time when Byron Lee had the black hair. Yeah, the black hair. The days when Byron Lee was doing the ska, and when he was doing Rocksteady and the older music, his hair was black because he was younger at that time. But the first time I know Byron Lee was when he actually have the gray hair. All right, so I am now on the property of the St. Peter and Paul Church, a place that's absolutely well groomed. I must say, absolutely well groomed. But when remembering Byron Lee, as we walk to his resting place, let me talk more about him. You remember Byron Lee from music. And as I've mentioned before, you know, you remember him for all the different type of music that he was involved in. Because for over 40 years, and I want to say, I mean over 40 donkey years, Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, they played at numerous events across Jamaica. They played at events in the Caribbean, and they also toured in other countries. And they not just toured by themselves, they also toured with famous acts. They also toured with also famous acts. So the days when Byron Lee was touring were the days of the ska and a little reggae also. Byron Lee started Calypso in Jamaica when many people feel carnival, when people feel that, oh, it's not gonna work to have people dancing on the street to Calypso. Byron Lee started it and it worked. I remember those early days, man, when you're just dancing to all the different Calypso songs. Byron Lee. So Byron Lee performed at many, many events. Many events. Look at this. They said that this stone is over 50 million years old. And you can see graves right up there. Those are graves of priests right there. And here is where we are going. This is called the Columbrium. And in here is where Byron Lee was buried. No, not buried, not buried. You will see what I mean as I get closer. But this is his resting place. The Columbrium here on the grounds of St. Peter and Paul. You notice that I'm speaking a little softer now because over here there's no traffic, so there's no need for me to, talk very loud. As we are entering the resting place of Byron Lee here in this Columbrium, it feels so solemn, so respectful. Look at that. Look, let's explore a little the Columbrium. Here is a statue of it depicts Jesus and Mary. Adult Jesus. Normally, you see statues with Jesus and Mary. It's usually a baby Jesus, but this one is depicting an adult Jesus with, I assume it's Mary. It has to be. And at the side of the statue, you can see they're showing. Okay, so they're depicting Jesus when he died. Because at the side of the statue here, you can see the wound that he would have received from the soldiers who killed him. The wound in his hand, he would have received from being nailed to the cross. The wound in his foot, that he would have received from being nailed to the cross. And then here is another depiction of Jesus again. on the cross. Is a famous depiction. Pretty much all depiction of Jesus on the cross is depicted in long hair and with that white thing wrapping up, covering his genital area, pretty much. And in here is very well kept. The design is lovely. It's like a Roman design. Maybe that's why they call it columbrium. All right, so now I'm walking to this section where Byron resting place is. And I'm going up the steps. And you will notice how different this is. That's because after his funeral, his body was cremated and brought here. And among these urns is the remains of Byron Lee. And this is where Byron Lee his remain is interred. And it says the honorable Byron Lee, OJ, which means Order of Jamaica, OD, which means Order of Distinction. And it says, born 27 of the 6th, 1935, died the 4 of the 11, 2008. So what is here? What is here is the ash of Byron Lee after he was cremated. So you see the funeral there, and I'm gonna show you a picture of the funeral with his casket all brought into the church. And then after the funeral, he was cremated and placed here at the St. Peter and Paul Columbrium, 120 Old Hope Road. I see there are more here. A lot more urns placed here. Yes, so this is where you'll find the resting place of Byron Lee after he was cremated. Thanks guys for watching. And remember, you can always check out Byron Lee's songs. As I said before, he was not a singer, he was a musician. And he played at many events. Speaking about events, there is a video on YouTube with Byron Lee performing at an event in 1964. And what got my attention was there is a scene with a little girl who was dancing. They were doing the ska. And this was 1964. And the way that little girl she was dancing like crazy. I mean, she was mesmerizing. The way, her little dress and the way she's swinging her hands doing the ska. And it makes me wonder. I want you to look at this video and I want you to tell me who can tell me what happened to this little girl? Or where is she today? This was 1964. Take a look at this video and tell me if you can, you know, provide information as to where she is today. Yes, she she impressed me, and I'm wondering, where is she now? I'm sure she's probably somebody's mother, grandmother, maybe great grandmother, or maybe she didn't make it to adult age. Who knows? I want you to look at the video and tell me, do you know where she is now? I would love to do a video on her. Somebody out there must can provide me information to say, oh, that was whatever the case is. All right, guys. So from the grounds of the St. Peter and Paul Church here on Old Hope Road, I say peace out. See you again in the next video.